Hi, good evening all. So this is our webinar series, part two. So today we will be taking, Deepika will be taking Ansible. So this is we have more and more webinars coming. So in different topics in cloud and in cloud only we have taken different topics in the future. So everyone please enjoy. So Deepika, can you start?
Yeah, thank you, Sanjay.
Thank you.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. This is Deepika. In this webinar, we will get introduced to what Ansible is. I'll be sharing my screen. Is my screen visible?
Actually, no.
Not yet.
I hope it should visible now.
Yeah, it's visible now.
Yeah, Deepika, you can see.
Yeah, yeah, okay. In this webinar, I'll be explaining what Ansible is and how it works and what are the concepts we have in Ansible. So this is our agenda today. And the first thing is why Ansible. Anybody knows what is Ansible and why we are using Ansible? If anyone knows, you can answer.
Ansible is considered as one of the popular automation tool, which can be used for configuration management and uh, yeah, mainly for configuration management.
Yeah, correct.
For
So
example, if you say, for example, Apache, a very simple example, if you want to install Apache, vanilla Apache, anybody can install, right? Say, for example, you want to install Apache and you want to change the configuration, you want to customize the configuration file. So in that case, what Ansible can do is it can install Apache and also customize, make changes in its configuration file and restart the services so that your customized Apache web server will be up. This is a very small example. Likewise, if it is a big technology stack where you need to install something and change the configuration with customizations, Ansible is the best one. Uh, Similar tool is like Terraform.
yes,
Yeah.
uh, yeah. So I'll explain to the team in another simple thing. Like, yeah, in our daily activities, we will be doing so many repetitive things, right? Like creating servers or applying some configurations or patching the servers. It may be in hundred of servers or many servers and migrations, and we will sometimes people will be doing some audits. All of these are very repetitive tasks, right? And it involves execution of hundreds of servers or many servers, and we have to execute different commands in all those servers to do these things. So earlier they used to write some scripts, long scripts to do this automation, to do this automation, and it used to take a lot of time. Like we used to write many modules to automate the thing, and we have to combine those modules again. So it used to take a lot of time to create a script, and that person should be having some coding skills, and we have to maintain those scripts regularly, or often we have to maintain those scripts. If we want to modify something, we have to modify, or like every time we have to maintain that one. So these are the difficulties we used to add in the scripting. So that is where Ansible comes into the picture for the automation, and it is very simple to learn for everyone. And this is one of the powerful automation tool, and mainly it is agentless. We don't have to install any additional servers on the target machines like other automation tools. So yeah, this is what Ansible is.
So it purely works on SSH protocol.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is one example. Like here we have a script and one playbook. This playbook I'll explain in a bit. So don't worry about this playbooks now. Yeah, in this scripts, like this is in very few lines. Few scripts will be like there are very complex scripts that used to take time, and people might not be understand, everyone might not be understand these scripts. The person who don't have any coding experience or knowledge, they might not be understand the script, and these playbooks are easy to understand, and it will be in few lines, like it will be in English language, and everyone can, not everyone, people can understand this playbooks. So yeah, this is
It is YAML file which is more than human readable
yes,
format.
yeah, this is where Ansible comes into the picture. We have one example picture here. So imagine we have few servers. Let's consider we have 6 servers here. Consider first 3 are web servers and these 3 are database servers. So we would like to power on these web servers first, power off these web server first, followed by these database servers, and again power on these database servers, and then this web servers. So using script, it will be difficult to write scripts. Like we have to write it in a module, then we have to combine. So if we are using this playbooks and if we are using Ansible, then we can use it in a simple lines. Like we can create 2 tasks and assign this under the task. I'll explain the that task part later. So it will be easier in the Ansible automation tool rather than scripting tool. Uh, and we have another example here. Here we have, like in this case, we are setting up a complex infrastructure. If we can see here, we have one private cloud and another one is public cloud. So Ansible, like we could provision both public cloud and private clouds with Ansible. Like if we are considering public cloud like Amazon and private cloud as uh, VMware, like that, we can use the Ansible in both the ways and configuring the applications on those, and we can setting up the communication between these two, like and modifying configuration files, like all these things we can do with the Ansible. And here are some installation steps. Like if you are using CentOS, we can use this command, yum command, for installing Ansible. And if you are using Ubuntu, we can use this. And here is the one link. Here in this web page, you will be getting the installation steps. So we can follow that for installing. So this is Ansible inventory files. Like as I said here, Ansible can work with one or multiple systems in our infrastructure. Like if you're having one or more servers, Ansible can work with multiple servers. and at the same time it can work with multiple servers. So like in order to work with multiple servers, this Ansible needs some established connectivity, right, to these servers. So this is done using SSH in Linux. In Linux, we are using SSH, and in Windows, there is PowerShell remoting. Mainly, people will be using SSH with the Linux servers. And yeah, this is agentless. We don't have to install any additional software on these target machines. Like another main disadvantage of other tools is we have to install additional server software for the automating the things. So here we don't want to. And this is the inventory file we have in the middle, this server1.company.com. This is the inventory file we have. Like the inventory file means it will be having the information about the target system, like server IPs, and the server details will be uh, having in this inventory file. And if we don't create this inventory file, uh, it will be storing in the default inventory file will be storing in the path, this path, etc Ansible host. In this location, one default inventory file will be storing, and we have to create the inventory file if you need with the target server details. And this is YAML file. Like as I said already, this yeah, I have showed you one playbook. Uh, Earlier, I have showed you one playbook. So all Ansible playbooks are written in this YAML file, like in this YAML format. Like, and this Ansible playbooks are text files, just a text files or configuration files that are written in this particular format. This is called YAML here. Uh, Here we have three examples. Like this one is XML, and this is JSON, and this is YAML. This XML in the same data is written in the different format. This is in XML format and JSON format, and this is YAML format. So the, this is the example for one YAML file. Like we have to uh, like in this we're defining the key pair values, which is separated by colon. Like we have mentioned some attributes here, like fruit, vegetable, liquid, and meat, and these are separated by colon. This fruits are keys, fruit, vegetable, liquid, meat, these are the keys, and apple, carrot, these are the values. So this, and here we have arrays. Like this fruit can be anything, and if we can mention multiple values in the fruits, we can use this. Like orange, apple, banana, we have, for example, this fruit, vegetable, this can be array list. It will be like it is an order of collections. Like, and we have dictionaries here, dictionary or map. This will be like, we have one value, banana, and this is the calorie, fat, carbs. These are the attributes of banana, and we have mentioned this in the dictionary. Oh, this will be in the YAML file, this data. This is Ansible playbooks. Like here we have two types of playbooks. One is very simple one, and another is the complex Ansible playbook. A playbook are like Ansible orchestration language. These are, and here we can define like what we want Ansible to do. That we can mention in or written in this playbooks, and mainly it is set of instruction that we are providing to Ansible to work. In this simple Ansible playbook, we are just mentioning few commands that for restarting server 1 XYZ. These are the commands we are mentioning. Like if you want to restart servers, this is simple one. And this complex one here, we can, like if you want to create some 50 machines, or we have to provision storage to all those machines, or configuring the DB servers in 20 machines, installing and configure backup clients, and update database with new virtual machine information. All these things we have to mention in this playbook. It will be a bit complex. So this is one example for playbook. Like playbook is YAML file. It's a single YAML file, and in a, like it is set of play we will be having in this file. That play means it will be defines a set of activities or task. Task will be like run a script on a server, or install a package on a server, or restart a server, shut down a server, or execute a command on particular server. This will be the task we will be having in the play. So this is one general example or simple example for playbook. Here we have taken one look. We are running this in a local host. So in under the task, we are giving these commands here. One is execute. First, we are bringing the date, and the next is executing the script, and we are installing the service, and then starting the web server. So these are the commands we are executing in this playbook. And the host is local host. It will be taking the inventory file details, the default one, whatever the inventory file we are storing in our local machine, that will be taking that inventory, whatever the target machine details written in the inventory file, that it will be taking those details and execute these commands. And this is one example. Like here we have only play one. In this we have splitted it to play one and play two in this playbook format. Like it contains list of two plays here, play one and play two. Each play is one. This is one dictionary, and this is one dictionary here, and it has set of properties like called name and name, host, and task. These are the properties in this dictionary. And the task here, we can see one task here. It's a list. This is array or list. This task. This one, this box is one dictionary, and this one is one dictionary. And we have two tasks in both dictionaries. These tasks are called array or list. So basically, list are order collection, and this position of the entries matter. So we can't change this position, but we can change this name and host here. First, we can put the name and host, but we can't change the these attributes here under the task, because since task is an array, it should be in the this order only. We can't change that. Yeah, this is host one. We have one playbook camel and inventory file here. Here in the inventory file, we have all the local host details. Like we can be having the target machines, IPs, or server details. We can be having in this inventory file. And here in the playbook, like we have to mention the commands which we need to execute under this task. Under this array, we can add the attributes here. Any questions you guys are having?
Any have any questions? Yeah, I guess no one is having any doubts.
No one has any question? Deepika, do you have any demo to show?
Yes, sir. I thought and so on, we can plan it for another session. In this
So,
session, I thought to give just introduction
okay.
and so on. Yeah, it will take some time for and
Uh,
so
dem-
on session, like
dem-
creating these playbooks and inventory files, everything I need to show. So I thought to give it in the next month. I mean this month session, if I can.
yeah. Always please include a small demo of these topics wherever possible. That will give a good
Yeah,
we see and understand. Okay. Uh, yeah, the slides, everything, the examples, everything is quite clear. But when people see it in action, right, that is
yes.
people get to understand. Okay, this is how it is working. So how do you run a Ansible playbook and how it executes, and also few prerequisites probably that is missing. So Ansible is a project from Red Hat, obviously. Okay, and the prerequisite for running an Ansible setup is Python. So on all your target machines where you want to do some actions, there also Python should be running. And if you have an Ansible machine separately, there also Python is something which is prerequisite. Without Python, probably you will not be able to install Ansible and run any playbook. Okay. So that is one major thing people should remember. And there is a Terraform also, Terraform, and maybe you can, after this session you can just do the comparison between uh, Ansible, Terraform, and what is the other one? Chef,
Puppet.
Puppet. Yeah. So you can always Google, understand which is more popularly used for what actions. Ansible has specific use cases. Terraform has few advantages compared to Ansible, like that. So if you do a side by side comparison, uh, probably that will give you an idea more. So in our tasks also, there is an Ansible task. Uh, Correct me if I'm wrong, right?
Yes, I think.
In internship tasks, do we have a
Yes, sir, we are having, sir. We are having.
right? Yeah. So probably if you have completed that task, probably you will have a better understanding. So whoever has not completed it yet, when you do that task, you will have a better understanding of this. So we have to learn how to initialize the Ansible playbook, how to uh, add or edit a playbook, add commands, and all those things. So if you are learning at that level, probably you will be a better automation expert. Okay. The first thing is we have to understand how what is Ansible, how Ansible is installed, what is Ansible used for. Okay, and how to write a playbook. So this should be the order. How to write a playbook, how to initialize a playbook. When you say initializing a playbook, it will create a structure of playbook is nothing but a .yaml file. Okay, it's a text file, nothing great. So when you initialize a playbook, it will create a structure of a playbook, which you can just open and you can start adding your own commands, actions, and everything. Okay. So if you understand the playbook structure, you can start creating your own playbooks for small activities. Say you can write a Ansible playbook for installation of 3 web servers automatically and configure and installation of a database and change its configuration, whatever. So if you are learning in that fashion, probably you can be an automation expert. So that is the way to go with respect to Ansible. So any questions, guys? Please ask if you have any questions. Good to have questions.
Did everyone understand what is Ansible?
It's an automation tool.
No, I was asking others. Did everyone understood what is Ansible?
Yes, Sanjay.
Yeah, okay. So no one is having any question. But I think we can continue. Okay, then I
No
will.
questions from my side.
Okay, Viraj. Okay, then I will share my screen and I will show you 2 videos. 1 second. So, audio, we taking the audio.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you guys are using ChatGPT, just type Ansible versus Terraform versus Puppet in tabular form. So you will get a high level comparison.
No. So that's it, guys. So I have one more thing to say. So like the video you have shown, it was our internship program. So our internship program is a 45 days of program which you will get to know about what is DevOps and what we do here. So in what we do in real life. So you will be getting used to the tools which we use for tools and how things work in a DevOps field. So if anyone is interested, we can join. We can contact us, and then we can provide you and we can show you how things work here. Yeah, that's it.
Actually, most of the people here are already doing this, so it should be please spread this word among your friends and relatives. Where if somebody else is interested, you can refer them, and they can also benefit out of this program.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all for joining the webinar.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank you.
Sanjay. Thanks, Deepika, for a good session.
You're welcome.
And let's have more sessions like this.
Yeah.
Days.
Okay.
Thank you
Bye.
all. Thank you
Bye.
all. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.